must succeed. Let's make sure that history never forgets the name. Enterprise. Guard out.
Our lives are different to anybody else's. That's the exciting thing. Nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
Greenville, I am calling battle station. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Oh, hundreds and hundreds, but don't worry. I started a very long time ago.
Calling the War Council of Gallifrey. This is the Doctor.
You might say I've been doing this all my lives.
Good luck.
Stand by.
Ready. Commencing calculations. Zoom me there.
Across the boundaries that divide one universe from another.
Got to lock onto his coordinates.
And for my next trick, I didn't know when I was well off. All 12 of them. No, sir. Ah! All 13!
The eyebrows have it. Yes, indeed, they can even go on it. This is what they want. It's Saturday night, baby. Saturday night for me. Time for a bit of boogie. I'm actually having a bit of double rabbi tonight. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's not as fun as it sounds. I am, after tonight's stream, I'm going to be on Dan's stream, I believe, 8 o'clock UK, which he moved earlier for me. I believe we're going to be talking about Megapolis. Oh, God. I got to hear some other people here. It's like, I was telling somebody about it today, outside synagogue, okay? Standing outside synagogue. It's Sabbath, right? I'm schmoozing with a couple of guys. You know, they're doing security. They're sitting outside, nice weather, you know, I give them my point of view. It's like based on believing in God. They're like, go off with your God shit. That's why I like my synagogue. It attracts all types of people. But anyway, yeah. So we're talking about politics. Anyway, but I think I said at that moment, right? Like a friend of mine's daughter, who I first met when she was a teenager, right? Is now married with a kid. I didn't recognize. I was like, what? But then I realized who it was. Okay. She comes up with a stroller. Puts the lift up. This little cute little kid in there. Wearing this like cute little outfit with a bow tie. I mean, like, I'm like 2, 1.5, 2. Looks at me and goes, Dada. I'm like, what? Look at her and say, no, son, I never touch your mother. Whatever they say. Defuse the situation. So then she tried to get him to say good Shabbos. I'm like, how about just not Dada? We'll go for that one. I've had a weird Sabbath, ladies and gentlemen, a weird Sabbath. I mean, they're all weird. Normally you just sit around and you read and you chill. I think we're having that this week. God, I hope so. Oh, I hope it's just me and my wife. Oh, I really do. I really do. I would like to be reclusive because we've been very social. We're in the middle of the Jewish holidays, right? This is we're in the middle of the holiday of Sukkos, booths, where you make yourself a little hut outside. And you're not allowed to have any natural material. I mean, I say of unnatural material, man-made material. So it's like palm fronds and stuff. So we have like a thing that's built is there 24/7. Around the year, like pergola, right? It was a bit beat up. Fortunately, my older son came on the first night, right, which is like a Jewish holiday. You can't like use electricity and stuff, because I said it would be nice if you could put up all your decorations, right, in a very tasteful manner. And she's French, and he's like, right way, man. Decorates that looks beautiful, right? It doesn't really like. You remember in what's that movie, Elf? Right, he stays up all night getting the thing ready for Santa. Santa! Does all these decorations that come out. That's what I was like walking into my sukkah. I was like, I was ready because I was like, it's a war. You know, we're in the middle of shit. Whatever it is what it is. And it was very nice in the end. Anyway. So my son was here with his wife on the first night. Then, if you live outside of Israel, the next day is also a Jewish holiday, which means it's like Sabbath. You can't do anything. You can't like use electricity or go online. And then you have Sabbath, so it's 3 days of fucking nightmare, right? And that's my rabbinic opinion. Thankfully, I had the day off in the middle, and then we just had Sabbath. So the Sabbath was different. Now my son went up north into Lebanon, I assume, which is like they're going a lot less in than I thought they were. Right? I thought they had like established lines, like 10 kilometers in, or something. The way people are freaking out. No, apparently not. They're just doing missions, right? And boy, have they caught a lot of shit. I mean, like all this ammunition and like he says, under every rock is a RPG, right? They were so ready. Oh, so that's that as far as I know, that's going very well. I love the cinema stuff. Oh, it gets better every day. So I got a little more information on cinema. Right? I'll tell you that after the Sabbath thing. Anyway, yeah. So this is how it was because he's up north, right? And that's called a tease, ladies and gentlemen. And so this it was me, my wife, my 2 daughters, which is weird energy going on, right? They were trying to convince my younger daughter to go on Big Brother. She will be fantastic on it, right? She makes a big impression wherever she goes. And then we're trying to get them to do the Amazing Race as well with my older brother, who's her older brother, my older son, right? Who's a very he's like he likes to win, right? He's very competitive. And he will win. So then I said, better pair him up with his brother, who's muscle, who will just do what he did. Like, do that, and it'll get done, right? Run there for 20 miles, and he'll do it. But yeah, and I think my younger daughter and my older son, if they ever joined up, oy vey. What an insane, destructive force it would be. How to explain my younger daughter? Kind of like Miss Piggy. Like really a lot like that. Mixed with Rodney Dangerfield. But it's real life. That's who she is. And she's very honest about who she is. It's very funny. They really want to do Big Brother. Anyway, so me, my wife, my 2 daughters. Okay, too many chicks right there. Then my daughter-in-law, the son who's up north. And then for lunch, also my other daughter-in-law for my son that's also in Gaza, right? In Gaza. So how many chicks is that already? Oh, mate. Okay, so me and my wife, right? Me and my wife, 2 daughters, 2 daughter-in-laws, 6, right? Then my daughter-in-law's mother, 7. Okay, that's how much it was. Well, yeah. So it was a lot of women, a lot of female energy. Let me tell you. Fortunately, I was very able to counterbalance with my intense masculinity. So everybody relax. For a lesser man, it would have gone badly. For me, no, everything was fine. Equilibrium was maintained at dinner. So the thing is, you got to eat outside during this holiday, the Sukkos, right? You got to eat in your booth outside. So we were all sitting out there. It's like the weather actually was really nice during lunch. My wife makes so much food. Oh, and here's the thing: it's all good. I mean, it's not like she makes so much and it's shit. It's all good and you want all of it, right? So she made like this Chinese orange chicken, like, the little bits, fried rice, pad thai beef, and the was it garlic broccoli? It's a Chinese thing basically, and she got these wonton wrappers, and she stuffs them with a like a curry chicken recipe, right? Minced chicken recipe, and fries it. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. But the pain in the ass of Sukkos is for a bloke. If I want to have any of the incredible cookies my wife made or cakes, I have to nip out to the bloody sukkah, right? It's a pain that so I haven't been eating as many. So when I'm in there, I'm like, more, I need it now, right? Yeah, I'm a bit like Galactus, but they're all very good. I don't tell you, it's not my fault. It's all very good. It's the story of my life. Anyway, so that was lunch, and dinner was like full Thanksgiving, like turkey, stuffing, meatballs, and there's so much of it. Oh, like a horn of plenty and vomited on my table, and it's all good. Praise the good Lord. Baruch Hashem, as we say. Anyway, this has been a very, very, very good Sukkos, right? Again, where we were a year ago from today, like the anniversary of October 7th in the Jewish world is going to be Wednesday night, Thursday, right? It's weird. It's going to be weird. I don't want to be involved in it anyway, frankly. But the tradition is it's called Simchat Torah. It's like after you have all these Jewish holidays, right? You have the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah, your judgment is written, right? You're basically judged. I think more on a national level. I know, actually, a national and an individual level, right? And then on Yom Kippur, that judgment is then, they consider it for a week, then they seal it. Done, right? Then on Tuesday, I believe. No, Wednesday, yeah. Tuesday night, Wednesday. That judgment is then delivered. This is all like, allegorical. And then Wednesday morning, that judgment is delivered and enacted, right? So that when the moment it was enacted, that's when October 7th happened. But right now, we're in like this very joyous festival. And for Jews, it's a joyous time, right? And we're doing very well. I mean, like, we're doing better than we should be, frankly. Right, we're really doing excellently up north, right? And the death of Sinwar, apparently they're now surrendering in droves. And from exactly where I know my son is, right? It's my younger son. Hezbollah drones target Netanyahu's house in Caesarea. Explodes nearby. Wow, that's kind of cool. Just trying to see if there's any war news. I did hundreds of Gaza evacuated from Jabalya amid offensive against Hamas. They basically told Hamas, get out or die, right? Surrender or die. And a bunch have surrendered. Don't blame them, right? I mean, if they don't have the hostages, man, they just. Yeah, it's like, okay, it's looking like Trump's going to win, right? I mean, like, it's really heading in that direction. I mean, obviously, it's going to be full and resisted, but I think it's going to go through. We'll talk about this in a minute, right? But, what was I going to say? Trump is going to go through. I don't know. Where was I going with that? Civil War. I don't know. It'll come back to me. Anyway, so we're up to the anniversary of October 7th in Jewish law. So what you normally do on this holiday, it's like you have a thing where you take out the big Torah scrolls from the Holy Ark, right, where you keep these Torah scrolls that you read that is a facsimile of what God transcribed via Moses, right? And so we treat it as very holy, these things, right? And you get around and you do like this, like, and you dance with them like around, that sort of thing, right? But this year, like, I don't like doing I go there and sufferance. Oh, so good. One of the things I'm glad that I've disassociated myself with my synagogue to a certain extent is that I don't have to have anything to do with it. Oh God, I hated it always. Oh, so like now I'm like, oh God, I don't really want to do it. Anyway, so this year they're going to do like what you do 7 circuits of that, and one they're going to do silent. I'm like, oh God, I don't want. I'll just stay home. I'll just stay home. That's actually not a bad idea. Anyway. But my point being is this: compared to where we were last year, right, when that judgment was delivered, to where we are right now, it's a complete inversion of what's called muzzle, right? Like the death of Sinwar was just like insane. So apparently, and we really thought it was our neighbor's kid. There's it's so routine what happened. Like they maintain a line. And then each day the tanks go up there and they fire, and they see where there's like activity, boom, right? And it's in one of these raids that Sinwar was killed. So but this is so routine. This was actually during a training course to become not an officer, but a sergeant. Like this is the absolute lowest form of rank I think there is. It's good to have. It's good to be one of these, right? I mean, look, it's essentially, you got to remember the Israeli armed forces are a bunch of kids. They're all like 19 to 22, like 26 if you want to get crazy, right? But basically, my son is 21. He's called the sub of his group, the grandfather of his group, because he's been here so long. Right? Yeah. So, but Al-Laka is completely like these raids we're having in Lebanon. It's insanely successful, right? It's insanely successful, and I think that's indicative of I think we've done our time with October 7th, right? I think that was our punishment, and that pain paid for, our shitty behavior. I hope. So this leads me to 2 ideas. But firstly, let's look at Sinwar. Oh, the drone footage. The real funny thing is this: my other neighbor's daughter is a drone operator and does exactly this, and it's so cool. There you go. Oh, wait, I'm going to go back to... Okay, we start out there, right? And... Oh, so cool. I love it when they do that. So you can see him right now. He's sitting in the chair covered in dust. Not sure. 1 second. He doesn't move. He seems to have lost an arm. Yeah, one second. I'll show you a still of it, which might help. We go over here. So there he is, right? You see him? Right, that's him right there. Can I do a draw on this? Highlight, markup. What's all these controls? Why can't I just have the highlight? What's this? That's a color. Okay, we'll go for red. Is this a... Oh, okay. How thick is the line? Oh, that's a bit too thick. We'll do that. Okay. So, oh! There he is. Quite possibly missing an arm. Right? Just like that kid he murdered, or had murdered. Cunt. So, yeah, you see him sitting in the chair there. But here, let's go back to the footage. So there, can you see it? It's like on the left-hand side, center, top left. Yeah, spotted him. Yeah. Look, he's definitely lost an arm. I've got a stick. I wish he could know this was going to be his end when he proudly did October 7th. And again, I want to stress how low down the ladder this is. This was not a special ops raid, right? This was a training fucking course. That's how low it is. Man. Is lifting up that stick. I will throw it at the infidel. Oh, you spotted me. Right. What do you want out of me? I'm very, very happy about this. Right. I'm not going to lie. I'm very, very happy about this. Guy's a cunt. Right. I am very happy he died. I'm glad he died ignominiously, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I really am. Oh, what a cunt. What a cunt. And he's dead. Oh, and he died. And again, took nothing to take him out. So yeah, as I said, here, do I have that tweet of the yeah, I think I do actually. Doink. Did I bookmark it? If I bookmark it, I'll be oh yeah, I did bookmark it. Look at this. So hundreds of Hamas terrorists have begun surrendering to the IDF in northern Gaza. This comes just as the IDF issued an ultimatum: surrender or die. That yes. Yeah, I'll show you the footage. Yeah, and this is what we all expected the end of the war to look like. So my son did tell me that what their latest things they're doing, which he can't talk about, is from the Israeli perspective, the first stages of ending the war. So it sounds like most Hamas has got. I mean, as an operational force, certainly. All right, here we go. But surrendering. That might be my kid. You never know. No, it's not a tank. But I do like this war by drone shit. This is very cool. Yeah, you still loving it? Feel good about October 7th, do you, cunts? Really? How'd that work out for you? Look like your lives would have been better had you not have done that. Do you think like your life might have been better had you not done October 7th? I don't know. Idiots. Yeah, and again, for some God seems to be on our side right now. Things are going very well. Same thing for Donald Trump, right? My God, he has the Midas touch. Like Harris is imploding, not imploding. She's imploded. It's like 3 weeks out. This is a disaster, right? She's literally on free fall, and the more time the race goes on, the worse it's getting. What did I get? She's like at 68% or something. I mean, Trump's at like 68% or something. Here, see if I can find it. I mean, it was crazy, right? It was like what? I don't know. Will this translate to in on November 5th? Nobody knows, right? Absolutely nobody knows. And an infographic, I should have saved it, right? Look, from any sane point of view, this will result in some kind of civil war, right? In any sane way, but there may be. I'm hoping there'll be some kind of like miraculous intervention. Sorry, that wasn't the right thing. I slipped in. It was bad being caught by the cops and getting out of a car wearing like women's lingerie. So oh, one second. I'm gonna open up that window. That looks cool. Okay. Wait 1 second. Why don't I go to Jack Plissenbeck? All right. I'll go to Tim Paul. They normally post those sort of map things, right? No. Here we go. Bloody hell. This was from Real Clear Politics. Says Trump. Here, I'll just share it. Yeah, it's from was it ALX? Let me see if there's any updates. That was from the 17th. Yeah, let me share that. I mean, it's like it's apocalyptic for her, right? I mean, like I mean, this is going really, really, really badly, and the more it goes, the worse it gets. And I mean, this could really be described as a death spiral. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're America, go out and vote early if you can vote early, right? Just do whatever the Democrats do, right? They always win and they always cheat. You know, they've legalized cheating, so just cheat the same way. Go out and vote early, right? Take friends to vote with you, right? Collect ballots. Oh, what's this up to? Okay, fine. That was like the most up to date thing. Where is it? No, okay, fine. That's the most up to date one I have. Which again, I think that's pretty. I mean, why not just look at Real Clear Politics? Duh. There you go. That's it. This is the professionalism you expect. Real clear polling, I guess. Okay. Yeah, Trump's up 1 point in Real Clear polling in the battleground states, but here, most importantly, is the trajectory, which is dire. Yeah. 1 second. Share screen. Share screen. And again, we're going to see why in a second. It's so insanely obvious. All right, like I don't know the veracity of this place, but it seems to be left leaning. Right, but again, look at the Harris trajectory. This is a disaster. Right, it's an absolute disaster. The more she's seen, the worse it gets. Right. And Trump, the absolute opposite. Anyway, so we had the Al Smith dinner, which Harris skipped. The last one to skip the Al Smith dinner was Mondo, who lost everything, right? Everything. There we go. Doink.
I think the Democrats were crazy for saying that men have periods, but then I met Tim Walz. Well, I'd better wrap up. Because Mayor Adams told me earlier that I needed to make this one very quick, especially the city has reserved this room for a large group of illegal aliens coming in from Texas.
And again, the trouble is, this is great material. And he really is killing with it. And it's like, it's hard not to laugh, right? It's hard. Chuck Schumer, God bless you, mate. Embarrass you're a fucking Jew. I really am.
There's a group called White Dudes for Harris. Have you seen this?
This is great. This is genuinely great.
White Dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White Dudes for Harris doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me.
I'm sorry. It's a good life. And again, don't you love that this guy is probably going to be president, right? Oh God, this is so much better than Kamala Harris being president. Oh, I'm sorry. He's so insanely cool. He's like punk rock cool. And you know, the more I see of him, the more I like him, right? And that's why he's being seen bloody everywhere. Oh, meanwhile, they're in a tailspin, right? And their lives just aren't working anymore. So that's why.
A major issue in this race is childcare, and Kamala has put forward a concept of a plan. A lot of people don't like it. The only piece of advice I would have for her in the event that she wins would be not to let her husband, Doug, anywhere near the nannies. Just keep them away.
I would say go with Dougie. She should have gone with Dougie. But okay, listen, I always disagree with Trump in many, many areas. Like, he should have gone for Dougie there.
That's a nasty one.
Oh, again, This is lovely. I love this.
Schumer is here looking very glum. Doesn't he look glum? He looks glum.
Oh, God, I love it.
But look on the bright side, Chuck, considering how woke your party has become. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to become the first woman president.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. That was killing it, right? I mean, that was good. So Harris didn't show up, but she sent the skit. And, oh, God. All right. Okay, we're going to watch it, right? But get ready for deep cringe, right? I don't think you can prepare yourself. Like, there's no... We should have, like, kind of, like, suit. You know, like, oxygen, like a spacesuit of cringe. Ah! We're entering ultimate cringe! Oh... Okay, I'm warning you now, baby. Here we go. We're in. Cringe.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, what's going on? Who was that?
Oh, sorry, Mary Catherine Gallagher. Mary Catherine Gallagher.
Now, like, this was a Saturday Night Live character from the 90s that was never that... I mean, did anyone really like this character? And she's from the 90s. It's so... weird. It's not even dated. It's just... What?
It's so nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Mary Catherine. Right now, I'm trying to record my speech for tonight's dinner.
Oh, yeah, I know. I just want to say that
Okay. Why does it go to green screen when they're in the two shot together? Shit! Oh, wait a minute. They didn't film this together. Whoa. Whenever they're together, it's a green screen. And they're always looking away from each other. All right, stop.
Cool.
Green screen.
Sorry.
Hey, what's going on? Who was that?
Oh, sorry, Mary Catherine Gallagher. Mary Catherine Gallagher.
Well, that looks real. But was it? Or was that stand-in? Wait a minute.
Sorry, Mary Catherine Gallagher. Mary Catherine Gallagher. It's so nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Mary Catherine. Right now, I'm trying to record my speech for tonight.
I don't think they were even in the same room. Wouldn't it be easy to just put them in the same room? They're so fucking weird. Anyway, back to the cringe.
Tonight's dinner.
Oh, yeah, I know. I just want to say that I'm Catholic, and tonight is one of the biggest dinners next to the Last Supper.
It is a very important dinner, and it's an important tradition that I'm so proud
That you're not going to go to, right?
to be a part of.
Sometimes when I get nervous...
No. You didn't go. You chicken out because you're awful. See, this is the problem they had with Hillary Clinton as well. But much more so with Kamala Harris, is that she's awful. She's just all kinds of toxic awful. Wow.
I stick my fingers under my arms and I simmer them like that. But that's gross.
So tell me something.
Wait. I've never understood that joke.
Giving a speech, do you have some thoughts about what I might say tonight?
My feelings about what you should say tonight would be best expressed in a monologue from one of my favorite made-for-TV series.
Okay, let's hear it.
Don't you see, man? We need a woman to represent us. A woman brings more heart, more compassion. And think how smart she must be to become a top contender in a field dominated by men. It's time for a woman, bro. And with this...
This is cringe beyond. No, it's nobody's time. It's the best candidate's time. What, are you out of your fucking mind? This is your pitch. Look at it. Look around you. The world's imploding. This is your pitch.
This woman, we can fly.
What series was that from?
Oh, that's from House of Dragons, now streaming on HBO Max.
I don't think they're in the same room. I'm sorry. Which is weird, because why not? Why not be in the same room? Isn't it weird? It's weird.
there anything that you think that maybe I shouldn't bring up tonight?
Well,
Anything you've done ever. Don't mention anything you've done. Deny everything. You've never heard of Joe Biden, right? You don't know what a dick is, so you couldn't have sucked one to get into your position, which you'll take any position really, from what I've heard.
don't lie. Thou shalt not bear false witness to thy neighbor.
Indeed, especially thy neighbor's election results.
Just so you know, there will be a fact checker there tonight.
Oh, that's great. Who?
Jesus. And maybe don't say anything negative about Catholics.
I would never do that, no matter where I was. That would be like criticizing Detroit in Detroit.
Does it bother you that Trump guy insults you all the time? Because it really...
I mean, it's like clangor, dish, painfully falling, dish, unfunny. Fuck me. I actually feel embarrassed. Again, and it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse, right? Yeah, let me look at real quick polling. Look at real clear politics. See what they say. Where is it? Wow. Okay. Betting average. This is great. This is not real clear politics, right? Is Harris 40.9% and Trump 57.8%, right? Top battleground polling in aggregate is Harris 47.4 to Trump's 48.4. Harris, Trump was getting a bump of 1.3. But the RCP national average going down. It's House. But yeah, look, it's just good news for Trump. He's going up and up and up. And duh! Look at this.
It bothers my friends and me.
Oh, Mary Catherine, it's very important to always remember you should never let anyone tell you who you are. You tell them who you are.
Yeah, if they're an injured audience, tell them that you're injured. If you're a black audience, tell them that you're black. If you get caught, tell them that you're both. That's fair.
Haters gonna hate. Shake it off.
Shake it off.
Shake it off.
Shake it off. Good for you, Mary Catherine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did not film this together. Weird. But why?
And also remember one more thing. Don't worry if you make a mistake, because Catholic people are very forgiving. Yeah. And also, one last thing I want to tell you. Don't forget to say, superstar!
Thank you, Mary Catherine.
Thank you, Mamala.
Thank you. Your Eminence and distinguished guest.
Oof. Oh, that's kind of like way below the quality of a filmed insert you get to see while you're waiting in line to go into an attraction at Disney or Universal.
The Al Smith dinner provides a rare opportunity
for me not to show up, just like Mondale,
to set aside partisanship and come together to do some good.
It's not going well, darling. It's not going well. So here, we'll get to the chat in a second. We have Jordan Peterson, right? Just making a very good point.
Tulsi Gabbard, Vivek Ramaswamy, Robert F. Kennedy, most of whom would have been Democrats in anything approximating a sane and normal world. And so, you see, my sense is that somebody whose narcissistic impulses are out of control, because Trump is a flamboyant and dominating character who likes the public light. So you think, well, does he tilt too far in the narcissistic direction? It's like, well, why would he share the spotlight with the rest of this crew? And the other thing that we should...
I mean, I like, his very harsh winter Canadian honesty.
consider is that Look, man, I would vote for Trump if for no other reason than Musk himself has already agreed to head something like a Department of Governmental Efficiency in the U.S. It's like, okay, enough said. And then Kennedy is bringing the public health crisis into the political realm. And
it really, for me, it's a dream team, right? Tulsi Gabbard, it's the dream team.
Both those two things are revolutionary.
Right, it's looking good for the Trumpster, shall we say? So, wish fulfillment. I think this could happen, right? I think from a theological point of view, what's going on is this:
things are looking
that God is removing plausible deniability for anything other than a Trump victory, right? Because if they don't have plausible deniability to a Trump victory, which it looks like they're not going to have. Right, and again, we got 3 weeks out, and she's plummeting, right, and it's getting worse. It is getting worse, right? It's totally getting worse. This is what I say. What might happen?
Mention that things are looking okay on the ground for Donald Trump. What can you share with us quickly?
So, look, I've gone to Pennsylvania. I joined him in a couple of the rallies last week. I'm headed to Penn State tomorrow, targeting a lot of younger voters as well.
I love it, Vic Ramaswamy. He is so smooth.
You get a sixth sense from being on the ground where we're seeing an energy level that at least I have not seen in my lifetime. Miles, tens of miles, people just lining up. And a lot of those low propensity voters, I think, are what could move this election in a really big way, Jesse. People who have not been reliable voters in the past, those are the people that are disproportionately breaking actually for Donald Trump. So we could be in for a surprise.
Yeah. This is the demographic that they got to, unfortunately. The demographic that just wants to be left the hell alone, right? And he made them get up and go, that's how bad it is. Which is most people, they're like over 50% who just want to be left the hell alone, right? And you screwed it with them.
Where historically in 2016, you saw Donald Trump trailing the Senate candidates. Now you're actually seeing the opposite. For Republican Senate candidates, Donald Trump's overperforming them. This could set up for a landslide unifying possibility for the country.
He said the L word.
Yeah, and I'm rooting for it.
Okay, he said the L word. And he hasn't seen energy like this in his lifetime, and he's 25.
Yeah. Compliment,
Good
man.
to see you.
Good to see you, man. Thank you.
Again, he looks so smooth, right? He looks so smooth. I think, again, this is from my insane religious worldview, that God is removing any form of plausible deniability. Right. I think I think they'll do whatever they can to stop it, but I think Trump is inevitable, right? This is my prediction model. It's me based on saying, well, what do you think God wants to do, right? And that's always what it's been. It's been unerringly right, apart from one major time, and totally my fault that I was wrong. Right, I vehemently predicted a Trump win in 2020. Right, and was very much proved wrong. Right, even though I think he probably, if it was legit, he probably would have won. But whatever. Biden became president. So because I thought, well, God seems to be going in the direction of things turning out good, but and so I presume to. Know God's plan, which is now clearly to A/B it, to see how awful, life is under, the Harris, Waltz, Biden world, right, Obama world, right, and see it with full clarity. And boy, did that seem to do the trick. How bad can it get? I know. I'm hoping that so if I look at October 7th, right, I can look at it two ways. I can look at it as that was the price that Jews had to pay to get through to the redemptive messianic era, right? And it seems to be we're paid up now, right? So that's generally speaking, good news. But what does it mean? Does that mean the door is open to a messianic era or not? I don't know. I would like to hope so, right? I would like to hope. But equally, you could say there could be some apocalyptic event coming, which the Jews will be protected from now because we had the additional merit of October 7th, right? I don't know. I don't know, but I would like to think things are going to come to a head this year, right? It's the other thing is, if Trump wins, my life changes because I think there's these wars over here are going to dry up really damn quick, right? Really damn quick. I think there'll be Trump will be like, there will be sanctions on you to Iran that you have never even dreamed of. Right, we will go full source, and then maybe we'll commit our military to your destruction. And if Trump says it, they're shitting themselves, and they're shitting themselves. He might say it. So I think these wars are going to dry up real damn quick, right? No matter what happens after November 5th. But yeah, that's what I see going on. Hopefully, wouldn't that be great? And Ukraine. Over in a minute. This to me seems to be the simplest solution for Ukraine. And is this just too simple? Why not? Okay, Russia wants a land bridge to connect to the water port of wherever, right? The other place in Crimea. So why not just say, okay, this remains Ukraine, and Russia has a right in perpetuity to transport through this land. Duh! It's like, still Ukraine, just Russia can use it as a bridge, right? Duh! Everyone's happy, right? Russia, we have what we want. It's like, but the thing is, what they really want is to crush their natural gas business, right? And I don't know, that seems a bit off to me. Right, that doesn't sit right with me. Not that I'm like a propagandist for Russia. I'm just saying that doesn't seem fair to me. Anyway, let's get to the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the chat. Ncuti Gatwa fine. Here we go. Look at this article. By the way, Haley Atwell, Tomb Raider, of course. I don't know why nobody thought this before. If we lived in a sane world, would we be watching a Tomb Raider show that looked like this? Yes, we would, Haley. Oh, you are so correct. You are so correct. I had to go for a bit of a generic thumbnail, because I never know what's going to happen overnight when I'm offline. Jim Brofsky, I am really psyched for that. That sounds awesome. Ncuti Gatwa fired. That's the rumor. I've seen at least one article about it we can find. Rumor says that Cardiff is done with the twerking imbecile. James Gunn Superman. Man, I am looking forward to that. I am looking forward to when they seeing a trailer. I love we have crypto in it. Oh, I'm really up for it. And I think it's such the right direction to go in, right? Like a live action Super Friends cartoon. Right? Make it fun, make it silly, but make it fun. Give it heart, right? I think that's what exudes the Silver Age, right? That's what it needs. I think they're going to bring the Silver Age to the screen and modern, put it in modern world, but hopefully not modernize it. That sounds glorious. I would love to see them do a more like Batman. Right, not but like a I don't know, how would you do an Adam West Batman nowadays, right? I don't know. You'd have to think about it. It's kind of Arrow, essentially. Arrow and Adam West Batman, essentially the same variation. Anyway, with that, let's get to the chat. Dan Evans says, how you doing, Dan? Thank you for joining. Peter Rich. Being rid of Sir Liza Lot. That is what we want. Oh, fuck me. Yes, we do. They are. Yeah, he's awful. God, he's so. What a disgusting human being Keir Starmer is. Clearly devoid of any moral sense whatsoever. Oh, and of course he's got some weird, dodgy, private sex life going on. Oh God, they're all fucking perverts. Sci-Fi Chronicles here. How you doing, sir? Listen, if you're a fucking pervert out there, don't be ashamed. I'm on Dan's channel tonight at 8 p.m. UK. Steve is here. How you doing, Steve? With an accent like that, does your daughter in-law says, I said only once. Yes, it's so fun. Oh, it's yeah. She just gets cooler every day, right? I'm like, again, she's Sephardi, which is from the more eastern bit, the more swarthy bit of Jews, because weirdly that came through France, and so like French Tunisia. So yeah, that's where I'll go. But yeah, she's very like. There's this thing during this holiday Sukkot where you get a lemon like object. I went into the other day and a palm frond, there's some willow leaves and some myrtle leaves, and you shake them together ritually, and men do it in synagogue, and oftentimes I bring it home. I try and get my daughters to do it, in the sukkah, in this booth thing, right? And my new daughter-in-law has never no, I have not done this. This is a man's thing to do. I do not think this is proper. I'm like, oh God, yes. Oh. Yeah, so I like it when things like that go on. John Jordan says, how you doing, sir? Having a pleasant day. Fine, where we up to? Darren M, I said hello to you. Miss Lisa Pomergals there. How you doing, Miss Lisa Pomergals? I hope you're doing still raining now. I am sorry to hear that. It's still summer out here, right? It's late summer. In fact, yeah, I was sitting in the Sukkot this afternoon, right? Gorging myself on cakes because I can't eat it outside that thing. And I was like, I'm watching because it's late in the year for the summer. There was such a pleasant breeze blowing the leaves off the trees, right? These colored leaves down the street. Yeah, no, fall is coming, right? Yes, it's very, very pleasant here right now. I do hope the Rabbi of the world isn't doomed as an Afghanistanian hotel room. Well, I don't know what that means, but that would be doomed, right? I laugh with Camilla saying there is no place to hide for us. And what did her administration do? They told Israel not to go into Rafah because no terrorists will be there. Listen, we don't really listen so much to it. Thank you very much for your help. We'll let you know when we need any. Where I live, I have a very frum Haredi. That's like super black hat. Have automatically opened a double roof mechanism installed by Sukkos and Co. Yeah, I've seen that, right? But I wonder how they equate PVC and glass. Well, I think if you put wood on top of whatever the man-made stuff is, right, and then put the roofing on top of that, you're all good, baby. What I understand. As far as that. Someone else, does that mean he's harmless? Well, he is certainly now. People are saying that was a punishment from God for the kid who lost a hand, right? Which I'm like, I don't know if that is, but I like it. I do indeed like it. Man, I'm late. It's 54 minutes in. I've just been chatting. Oh, boy. Dan is there. You do that. Thank you for turn it up. Where are we up to? Ezra Goldstein is here. Come on over this still somehow. Well, if things follow the natural order, 100% that will happen, right? I just think the die has been written, right? I just don't think that's what God wants. I really do, and I think the natural order will be subverted, just in the same way I think it was in 2020. I think there are so many barriers around stealing an election the way I think happened. It shouldn't be possible, right? But it happened, right? And I think we'll see something in the other way, in the other directions this time around. Steve says, yes, the first vehicle is a Namer ABC. Not in front of it was a Merkava tank. Really? 1 second. Let me pull that up. Oh, let's have a look. Wait. Where's the Merc? Oh, yeah, is that it over there? It zooms in a little bit. Where's the Merkava? Oh, there it is. Yeah. You're absolutely right. This could well be my kid. Actually, looks like, well, I've seen him say he was. That could well be my kid. Wow. I think he's going to be home this week with cool things to tell us. It was really nice. Oh, he's such a sweet boy as well, right? He phoned me before Sabbath, and it wasn't just like, oh, at first it was nice that he phones in. He's like, again, very, very, very menschlich boy, right? Which is a good thing. But we have a real conversation. We talked like 10, 15 minutes. It was fun. Right, it was fun. He was like he was thinking of getting a job outside, asking for a job outside of Gaza. I'm like, well, yeah, that sounds fair. Again, he's called the grandfather of his platoon. He's been so long, right? Go and do whatever you need you do. They're training. Sure, his experience will be helpful. Again, everything's different when you get married. You got a lot more. That's what we were talking about. You've got a lot more responsibility on your head. Right, you got a whole other life you need to worry about. It's a big thing, right? It's a big thing. So I thought it was a good idea. I was quite encouraging of it. Trump 2024, baby. Yeah, I think that's where it's going to go down, right? I would love to see a Reagan Monda. That'd be crazy. She does seem awful. It's like the end of the Dominion War. What are we up to? This must be the green screen. That was weird. I don't see that horrible one on her knees screaming when Trump is on. No, you'll never see that, right? I don't think she gives a shit about anything. I think she's a complete sociopath. She'll be like, well, fine. I'll just be rich and powerful the rest of my life. Douglas Smith is here. Considering what's happened to Hawaii a year or so ago, and Biden's response, the fact is that it's still a blue state is sad. It's amazing, isn't it? And it's super blue, right? It's super blue. It's so weird. You are correct, right? Awful joke. Robert Bain says about the last of it. Yeah. Douglas Smith, I did say hello to you. Ezra Goldstein, I did say hello to you. Problem being is it. How you doing, sir? Hope you're having a very good evening. What else is going on? Colin, actually, how you doing? Is this no, this is real. It's not an AI parody. It's yes. You look at it and go, that can't be real. No, there's no way. That could be real. And yes, it's real. Unbelievable. But yes, it's real. In case that Jesus being the fact checker, she didn't go because she'll get struck down by lightning. Yeah, I see that's where it's going to go down. I nearly finished watching the next episode of Blake 7. Next stream will be my next Blake 7 review. I'm loving it. Oh God, I forgot how good it was. Right, I forgot how good I'm really looking forward to season 25 coming out as well. Right, Glenn Biber, Doctor Who news is very wild at the moment. Will Disney renew, guys? Your thoughts? I don't think so. I don't think now. Actually, now it depends. I can see they could continue without Disney. I think that might actually be for the better of the show, right? But will they make it for the better of the show? Probably not, right? I don't think they could. I don't think they can. This production team could redeem themselves. I think they need. I just don't think they could redeem themselves. I think you need a whole new production team. I don't see the BBC having the fortitude to do that, right? Maybe they will. Will anyone be happy in here with Trump winning? Ask Glenn Piper. I think so. Right? I think it's a pretty Trump friendly crowd. I mean, look, Harris is awful. What do you want? she is awful, right? Sebastopol, remember what happened at the Danzig corridor? I don't remember. I honestly, I've never been know much about Ukraine, right? Other than there should be a way to work it out. Right? Lots of volume and Mizrahi in France due to the Tunisia, says Steve, and Algeria, like the politician Eric Zemmour. Oh, I did not know. But it is. And also, the other day she was like, we were getting ready for, the Jewish holiday, and she's humming away, singing away to them one of the songs from the Rosh Hashanah prayers, right? But I'm like, and I like that song. It's like, so she's a genuinely uplifting person to have around, right? So D wants to know Haley Atwell or Catherine Winnick. Let's have a look at Catherine Winnick. Haley Atwell, I think we're showing off her here. Catherine Winnick. Let's have a look. Who is she? Catherine Winnick is a Canadian actress. She's known for a starring role on television, Vikings, Woo Assassins. Okay, let's have a look. I'll pull her up. Definitely Haley Atwell. Right, 1 second, Haley. We'll be right back, darling. We'll be right back. Share screen. Doink. Doink. Look, don't get me wrong, very beautiful person. I just find, Haley Atwell's more my thing. Don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, being trapped in a bouncy castle. Haley Atwell. Okay, that was the argument. I'm sorry. Right? Well, was she in James Bond? I don't remember being in James Bond. But, this was, absolutely. Yeah. It's, yes. Haley, not even close, okay? Not even close. That is why we cast her as Tomb Raider. That's the way to go. Avon lives, says problem being Avon indeed lives. Although I never read the second and third of his books, right? I was always kind of see the conclusion of them, right? It's a shame he's not with us, because they could do an audio adaptation of it. I like that song. I'll totally listen to. The only way to go back to Doctor Who is Capaldi, possibly Evan the Confession. No, the only way to... Yeah, I've told you this many times, right? The way to save Doctor Who is you cast a good Doctor, part one, right? Then you start the show that there's very much Doctor Who, but very untethered from its past. It could be a reboot, right? To great, just with he's an amnesiac Doctor. He's in the TARDIS. He knows things as he needs to know them, right? Like he's not sure himself, not sure. Like they meet the Daleks for the first time. That sort of Cybermen, that sort of thing, right? And then I would say midway, 3/4 way through the season, he finds like an ancient thing left over from another reality, which was like a picture of Troughton or something like that, right? And then it's basically the mystery. You keep going for a while, and at next anniversary, you do an awesome multi-Doctor anniversary, but you cast everybody you ever want to be the Doctor, right? Like Pierce Brosnan, right? It'll be a great Doctor Who, right? With that wry little twinkle. Oh, wouldn't he be in the silk with a beard? I think it'll be a great Doctor Who, wouldn't he? Right? Hugh Grant, right? Just all the, and you get like Sylvester McCoy and whoever else you get in. David Tennant. Oh, God, fuck no more David Tennant. If Matt Smith will be a dream, right? Oh, right, that sort of thing. Or Capaldi. But like, lots of different Doctors. Essentially, you have the idea that the Doctor broke reality when Capaldi regenerated. Essentially, it was one time too many. creating like a fractured time streams, and that's why everything went kablooey and nothing made sense anymore. And so, yeah, they're all real doctors, but they're not. You know, the same way Pierce Brosnan, right? You know, that sort of thing. So everything after Capaldi doesn't really count. It's a rebooted universe. Anyway, he's the first Doctor. Because I truly believe Doctor Who is a character that has 12 regenerations in it, 13 characters. More than that, it falls apart, as we see. So he's the first Doctor in this new universe that is reminiscent of the old one in different ways. So you can repeat things, and you go back things. You do a new version of Tomb of the Cybermen, which I actually think was that sort of thing would be glorious. Like the new version of Kinder. Things like that, I think, could be really into, like, do one or two of those a season, right? I think that could really be awesome. And also lower budget, 12 to 13 episodes a year and a Christmas special, right? That's how you save Doctor, in my opinion, right? That's where World War II broke out. I did not know that, Steve. Yeah, look, the apocalypse could be coming, all right? Where are we up to? 5. Robert Payne's hello Tuesday. 5. We are fractured the timeline for holding his regeneration to. Yeah, all that, whatever shit whatever you want to come up with. Either way, all the Doctors come together to reboot reality, right? Maybe get Nick Briggs in as a Doctor. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? You could have real fun with that one, right? And it will still be very Doctor Who, and it would basically write off Jodie and what's his name, Ncuti, and also Tennant too, right? Quite rightly so, in my mind. Quite rightly so. Fine, let me do a search of Doctor Who news. So, is there any new headlines out there? We go, Doctor Who news. Doink. Oh no, I'm just doing Doctor Who. I'll do, and then I go to Google. Doink. News. There we do. Right. Date. We'll look at it together, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Haley, you've done well. You've done your job. Come back soon, honey. Come back soon. However, if you follow the show's numbering, Capaldi was the first in a set of new. Well, I know, whatever. I like, just fudge it. Basically, yeah. I mean, like, you have that number of faces, roughly, right? Okay, what we got here? Yeah, I'm not really into the new Big Finish McGann thing. Laser on renewal confusion. There's no confusion. It's not been renewed, right? Supernatural. Why are you even talking about this? BBC cancelling Doctor Who. Oh man, more people called it up. I don't. It was up the BBC, certainly not, in my opinion. And I think him blabbing about it on Graham Norton. We'll talk about that in a minute. Oh, the new Devil's Hour. Should I watch the first episode? I don't know. I mean, I've seen the first season. I was just irritated with it, frankly. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm rewatching The Sopranos right now. I mean, I started at season 4 because I wanted to start off where, you know, all the characters were developed, and it was like a good chunk of the way through. So I thought season 4 was a pretty good place to start. I was going for it quicker than I expected, right? But yeah, look, I was going to watch The Penguin, and I'm just not in the mood. What do you want me to tell you? Yeah, I couldn't bring myself to watch the second episode. It was, I said I might as well be watching The Sopranos, so I started watching The Sopranos, right? And it's much better, frankly. And look, I get the appeal from Colin Farrell. I understand why he likes playing the role. He gets to be something completely different, really stretches acting muscles in a way that he hasn't done before. He gets to be a fat, ugly guy. Oh, you cunt, right? Isn't life hard for you? Man, you've got to put hours of makeup on to be like me every day. You know, it's not that impressive, darling. Right? It's not that impressive. I love how everybody reads this wherever they want. Ncuti Gatwa offers a promising season 3 update. Yeah, and then they scrubbed it from reality as fast as they humanly could. Oh, it was around it somewhere. There we go. There we go. That's the story. Doink. If there's any reason why he's getting fired, maybe. Starship to get reporting not long. Not long for the Doctor role as season 3 plans remain up in the air. 100% believe this. 100% believe this. Apparently, they hate him at Cardiff now. It's all fun and cute while things are good. But when things turn to shit, as they have done, nobody likes your fun, cute, twerking shit anymore. Bottom line, you cried, you boo-hooed, and you snogged your way through your season, and nobody fucking liked it. New report reveals that Ncuti Gatwa still in Doctor Who Time Lord could be nearing its end. Thank God. Once again, season 3 is far from guaranteed, despite the second batch of episodes having been shot. Yeah, season 2's been shot. A few months ago, we learned that Doctor Who isn't as safe as fans expected. We ought to be safe for months. I'm sorry. BBC and Disney Plus teamed up to produce Rusty Davis' splashy new revival of the long-running sci-fi series. Now, they may well continue on their own or with a different streaming partner, right? I don't see a world in which the BBC backtracks from their insane, hateful worldview, where you have to put trans and gay people in everything. Like, what would happen if you had a show which didn't have any gay people in? Like, what would happen? Like, how would the world implode? Right? One show with no gay people, right? Raisin didn't take it off in the way executives expected, and Disney Plus must be getting their involvement in the show. They said it's going to be fabulous. They're going to think it was the best thing ever. We're going to be huge. Trouble is, the Doctor Who you made was propaganda shit. Right? I think it's the best way of describing it. Propaganda shit. Genuinely bad, right? Genuinely bad. Low in quality, right? Season show has already been shot last week, and Who's receiving the news of good news. As she said, did a second season this year, Christmas special coming up, and we're filming a third season next year. Cut. It's been amazing being Doctor Who. Deadline via Sci-Fi Gazette has spoken to BBC with the channel claiming it didn't request any alterations to what Gatwa said. Bullshit. People just, you just edit things out on a whim, right? We edit one, clumsy word out on a whim. Bullshit. That is total and complete bullshittery. And you know it. Bullshit. It's been amazing. It said the change was put down to wanting to liven up the interview. Bullshit. However, spokesman states, as we previously stated, the decision on the season 3 will be made after season 2 transmits. And as always, we don't comment on speculation. That means unless season 2 does well, it's toast. Now, would they continue a lower budget version? Right? I hope so. I certainly hope so. A cheaper version of Doctor Who would be much better, frankly. The money they're spending, the levels of management they could strip out without Disney would make life so much cheaper right there. which is where a lot of that extra budget is going. It's not going on screen. The trades that the Doctor Who Season 2 will likely air in spring. Disney remains uncertain about whether it will continue to co-produce the show beyond 2025. The BBC is unlikely to give up the series, but Disney walks away. The House of Mouse departure would lead to a significant budget cuts. They would. I mean, it appears also the series is close to losing Gatwa because the source tells that he might not be long for the job due to his exploring other roles. Well, that's the thing. If he's not filming next year, his schedule must be booked, right? Any actor of his, where he is in his career, they keep telling us he's incredibly in demand, and I believe he is. I mean, I think he's not very good. I haven't seen him be good in anything as yet, but I believe he's in demand. Would be booked up for 2 years. Right, I'm sorry. I don't believe he doesn't know if he's. I think he's booked in for Doctor Who, but he might be in for a show. Right, that's where I think they are right now. They're booked him for Doctor Who on the belief they're going to get it. I don't think they're going to get it, and he wouldn't be shooting. They would be shooting it in 2025. I can see them starting in late 2025. Right, I think they're probably they're as ramped up to go as possible. Right, but really, I guess you've got to write 2 sets of season, whatever the season is. Right, one low budget, one big budget. But yeah, look, it's just not work. I'm sorry. No one's interested in your queer stories. That doesn't mean we hate gay people. We're just not interested in your queer fucking stories. All the time, queer fucking stories. Again, that doesn't mean we hate anyone. It's it just means that I wouldn't expect you to be interested in my Jewy fucking story. I mean, I tell them all the time, right? But I wouldn't expect you to be, interested in my Jewy fucking stories. Right, I schmooze about them when I'm on, I schmooze about when I'm on the channel, but it's not like my content. It's I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. It's I wouldn't make Doctor Who all Jewy fucking stories, right? I think that, look, my channel can be Jewish stories. The rabbi of that fucking planet. What do you think? What do you think a rabbi is? So yeah, it's gonna be a bit fucking Jewy, right? But I'm not gonna take over DC Comics and have them all suddenly become Jewy, right? That would be weird, right? The rise of Disney the parting ways of Doctor Who has been described as a disaster by one source. In July, Disney is expected to step in once war between land and sea wrap spin-ups. The decision will be made quickly. Source believes season 2 finale has been shot to allow Gatwa to move on from the series, hinting that it'll be another creative might take place. Oh, please give it to Toby Whithouse. Oh. Toby, J. Michael Straczynski, he still wants it. Give it to somebody. He's going to do Doctor Who, not queer stories all the fucking time. Your Jewish stories are far more entertaining than anything since come out. Well, listen, that's a low bar, baby. Paul Tozer, how you doing? I don't want to tell you. But it seems to be a relatively quiet night on the sci-fi front. Let's have a look at Bounding and Comics. Bounding and Comics has been boring as hell recently. I'm yeah, I know it's Halloween this month. And they're always saying most of it about Halloween. Halloween, I don't care. And again, the Electric State looks like a blockbuster. I guess, is this a new movie? So have a look. But Netflix is still unyielding on their platform releases. What is it? Adaptation of Simon Stan book, The Electric State, directed by Russo Brothers. Really? Post-apocalyptic film led by Let's have a look at this. What's this called again? Electric State? It's on Netflix. That means Electric State. trailer. That was good. No, it's a 20-second. I don't want to say a 20-second trailer. Here we go. Real. Here it comes. Let's look at this. Share screen.
You sure you want to do this?
Hey, Russo brothers. I mean, they did, the Avengers movies. I think they did an excellent job with them. Like, they kind of like define that look with, what was it? Civil War? Not Civil War. And before that, Winter Soldier. Right? Oh, great movie! Like a really genuinely good movie, and they're good with the spy stuff. They've done spy stuff on Netflix since. Here, let's have a quick look what they've done. Hang on, we'll go to IMDb. And I'll look up Russo brothers. Russo. Not Rene Russo. Oh, Anthony Russo. Okay, I'll look at Anthony Russo. I should get both of them in there at that point. Was it not producer? Look at their director. Okay, so their previous. They did the Avengers stuff. They also did Grey Man, which I quite liked. That was a spy movie on Netflix a couple of years ago. I thought it was kind of fun. They also didn't they do? Weren't they involved with Citadel, which was started good but kind of like fell apart. And for me, fell apart rather quickly, sadly. Right? I don't know. They did a thing called Cherry. I've never heard of it. Tom Holland. Oh, it's an Apple movie. It's somewhere over Apple Plus. I'll check it out, I guess. But anyway, look. I mean, their work is pretty pucker.
Right now, all of us have something in common. We all lost something after the rebellion.
Oh, okay, I'm interested in this world. It looks good.
Robots lost their freedom. Humans lost connection with each other.
All right, so it's looking a little bit. It's Hunger Games. Funny thing, I was reading a SFX magazine 2013 today, right? And, oh man, we didn't know we were everyone was bitching about was it Doctor Who season 7B? It was the Clara second half of the season, right? With Matt Smith's Doctor, and yeah, look, there were a bunch of kind of dud stories that year, sadly. But man, you had no idea what was going to come. Oh.
And I lost everyone I loved. Or so I thought.
So you want to go get your brother back? I'll go with you.
All right. Oh man. Okay. Good call. I'm so on board.
Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova.
Oh yeah. Okay. Look. Honestly, that's a good resume.
A champagne supernova in the sky.
It's Chris Pratt, isn't it? I think.
I'm sorry. You can't change the way things are. Watch me.
Get ready.
You ready?
Honestly, I mean, I like it that cinema's basically migrated to streaming service. Because look, looks like a real interesting, mid-budget sci-fi movie, right? I'm on board.
For what now?
Clem, get us out of here!
Hold on!
Oh, I'm still watching this.
Who
throw the fridge. Son of a...
Millie Bobby. Okay, I'll forgive Millie Bobby Brown. Okay, what do you want out of me? Woody Harrelson. Okay, in all these movies, is Chris Pratt. Q Kwan, wasn't that the guy, kid from Indiana Jones? Jason Alexander, really? Okay. Timothy Mackie, Brian Cox, basically in everything. Jenny Slate, and also in everything, Giancarlo Esposito, right? Literally in everything. With Stanley Tucci, okay. Fuck me, how did I see? This is the problem with streaming services. Right? How did I not know about this? Is that March 14th this year or next year? Well, when did the trailer come out? Let's look at that. Oh, the trailer came out 2 years ago. So it's March. Oh, okay. So it's March 2025, I guess. Well, okay. I'm glad one second. Let me just click the link to make sure it's not there yet. Like, who's watching? It's me. Click on my profile. What was that thing called again? Yeah, that's it. Now I'm logged in. Let's see if it will take me right to it. March 14, 2025. Okay, well, you can let me bloody know. Totally on board, right? Man, that looked like a good flick. All right. Oh, well, that's exciting, right? That's exciting. Let's hear any other news going on there. Probably not. Although, yeah, I'll just dissing banning comics for not having good news. And okay, you got me on something I was interested in. So good for you. Elon Potter does declare Palestinians are terrible people. I can't with inferior culture. I, of course, will not comment. Other, you know. Sometimes you agree with things you see online. Sometimes. Fine. Cosmic Book News. What's going on? Deadpool and Wolverine back at IMAX boots Joker 2. Well, not surprising. Joker 2 is like disaster, right? Spider-Man script needs work, says Top Holland. Not up to the fans level yet. Well, I hope so. I hope they actually. I mean, you never know what he really means with that, right? I really like the way they ended it with he was like kind of reboot his character. Right, and it was just like on his own, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I wasn't a fan of the Iron Spider suit, right? Let's have a look at this. What to expect from the the trailer, right? So I was going to choose off new images, showcase. I don't give a shit. All right. Do not give two shits, right? I like Lisa's new poster, tickets on sale. I love Godzilla -1. Really, really, really good. Oh, we'll look at that in a second. Wolfman trailer released at NCC. There's a new Wolfman movie? Okay. Venom Last Jump posters. Oh, fuck off. Megan Thee Stallion is back for Venom 3. Oh, God, no. Where's the James Gunn thing? Daredevil Born Again, Brie Larson back with Nisa. Oh, here we go. Fine. Oh, you're kidding me, mate. Kidding me. Again, I love him with Crypto. I love it. I'm sorry. What would I love to see? A real Silver Age Superman. Oh. The new look at Crypto. But Gunn also recently confirmed the footage has been finished for a while. DC Insiders actually filmed us at a Comic-Con trailer that was being worked on. So that fits with James Gunn, what they said recently. We're told from DC Insider the movie is solid. Best guess right now, the Superman trailer is being released in December, which is 7 months from the film's release in July 2025. Gunn even seemingly teased the trailer this year to fans on social media. And I love this. I mean, this to me is pure Superman. So I had an idea for a Superman book that I always wanted to do. Right, and I would just I would alter it to be a different character, but essentially, I started off exactly like this, right? Where I wanted it to be like a tribute to everything that was Superman, right? So imagine this. I would have changed it to a different character, but imagine if it was Superman. It starts off this basic shots here. I would have had Crypto be more of a golden retriever, right? And he's with him, he's petting him, right? And you pull back, and you have the Richard Donner music in your head. Da, 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 da. I think imagine like a Frank Quietly looking Superman. You pull back, he's petting him, you pull back, and he's like on top of this, crystalline fortress floating on the, above the earth, right? And I would add that as his version of the Fortress of Solitude, right? But this is pure Americana, men with their dogs, right? And again, Crypto, he's got such a good background at working with animal characters, right? He absolutely. So this to me sounds like it's going to be great, right? Responding to the rumor on X how Big Screen Leak says the Superman trailer is in post-production to the point where I'm told an assembly cut is done. James Gunn confirmed, that assembly was done long ago. It's Aaron Superman trailer has been worked on since July with correlation with CBM trailers. So recent Comic-Con. Fine. So when's it going to be released? They said December. So he's going to be at Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con with the Creature Commando series. Okay, again, that's the first thing we're seeing from him. I think it's going to be good, but I've been wrong about everything in this. I thought Judy would be good. I thought Jodie would be good. I've been wrong many times. Big Dimension World, according to reports, that nearly 300,000 fans. December 5 to 8. So likely the DCU is going to release then. A previous CCXP events, DC showed up big. So Shane will. I think this trailer is going to blow people away, right? I understand everybody liked Henry Cavill, right? He was very good. Don't get me wrong. So they really killed the MCU. Well, we're going to look at the unveils full trailer. We're going to look at the Dune Prophecy trailer in a second. Let's check out with this Wolfman trailer as well. Yeah, I'll download it. There we go. Man, that Electric State looked good. Wolfman trailer. Is this the new one? That's from one day ago. No, it's Werewolves, like Wolfman. Also one day ago. There we go. Doing. Fine, we'll look at that in a second. Anyway, nothing else really to report there. It's got some good news. Bleeding Full. Let's look at Bleeding Full. There you go. Bleeding Full is working. Batman Ninja. I don't care. This looks pretty old. Do a refresh. So they're doing a new Stephen King movie. Okay. Shang-Chi stars in one of accused of Boba Tea maker or cultural. Oh God, it just disgusts me. These people just disgust me. They really do. I don't want to tell you. Fine. Let's have a look. Let's look at this Wolfman trailer, and then we'll look at the Dune trailer. After that, I thought the who was it? Not Guillermo del Toro. Who was it? Anthony Hopkins was in it. When was that from? And it just kind of vanished, right? What's that? The Wolfman Anthony Hopkins, that 2010 movie, right? Which starred Benicio del Toro, right? It was very good. I thought that was excellent. I thought it was a really good retelling of it. So, I don't know. Let's see what's going on with this. That's 15 years ago, though. What? What happened? What was the big deal? There was another little trick. It jumped on this thing? What? I'm sorry, that looks shit.
was that thing, Blake?
It sounded like an animal. But I swear to God, it was standing on 2 feet.
Daddy, are we gonna die?
This is like a very bog standard slasher horror movie.
No, it's my job to protect you.
What's wrong with Daddy?
He's gonna eat you, baby.
Sick.
Blake, Daddy's scaring me! Blake, stop!
Fair. Dr. Alex is here, doing it. Yeah, fuck off. I'm not going to the theatre to see that. Leave me alone. You got a new. It's a Halloween horror story coming out, right? Or out on your channel, right? But the Wolfman was wet. God, okay. One second. Let's compare that to Wolfman 2010 trailer. It is so much better. It's ridiculous how much better that version was because it was very much the Wolfman. Oh. Download. Here, 1 second. Here it comes. That was really like, it didn't do it for me, baby. This one really did, though.
She exerts enormous power, doesn't she?
But I love Anthony Hopkins as well. I really love him.
Do you believe in curses?
Hugo Weaving. Okay, I forgot this was the. Of course, I'm into it. I forgot this was the old one. I mean, Hugo Weaving. Yeah, I'm into it already. Is that he betting this trailer was? Even Emily Blunt was kind of hot in this.
Never look back, Lawrence. Never look back. The past is a wilderness of horrors.
Yeah, wasn't it? It did have this really good, like 1930s gothic horror feel to it, right? Like same as the like Rathbone movie kind of era.
Wilderness of horrors. Darkest hours of hell lie before you.
Another movie like that, by the way, is called Crimson Peak. Really good, like that.
Run free. Kill or be killed.
I mean, best werewolf was still American Werewolf in London. I'm sorry. Man, they've tried to resurrect their horror catalog so many times and failed so many times.
It is glorious, isn't it?
I mean, okay, that will be on a real good creature feature. Watch it with Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein and Coppola, which also have Anthony Hopkins as Dracula, right? It's just I like that vein of horror movie. So where they weren't really horror movies. And let's look at the Dune Prophecy trailer because this looks really good. I'm actually psyched about this.
We've never seen a force like this.
Okay. You don't need to tell me the trailer starts now. In fact, just start the trailer without telling me the trailer starts now.
The sisterhood draws women from many worlds to advance our species.
I like the way that they put it into a different era so they can play with the aesthetic and yet still have that aesthetic really, really working.
And govern the future. The Imperium is fragile. The great houses fight for control.
Yeah, okay, so it seems like a Game of Thrones in Dune.
Now is the time to secure the throne and protect the Imperium.
This endangers everything. There are secrets we have gone to great lengths to keep.
The Imperium is a circus of fear and rumor.
Oh, God, I just hope this is as good as it looks. And please be a Game of Thrones in Dune, right? Oh, that would be awesome.
I'm surrounded by vipers. If I lose control of Arrakis, the great houses would feed me to the worm.
Your Majesty, the troubles are far greater than just Arrakis. There's a war hidden in plain sight. I'm the only one that can tell you the truth.
I mean, all this looks pretty darn good. Okay? I mean, oh, please. Lesbian witches? No, that's Star Wars nowadays. That's Star Wars. To be fair, says Scott Archer, if anything, it looks like if anything was likely to be a setting for a viable, good girl boss show, also showing how female power was actually exercised. What are we talking about? The Benedict, but they're built into who they are. They're not changing anything.
What do you want?
To wipe out every trace of the sisters from our worlds. That is why I've been gifted a great power.
Is that the guy from Vikings and Raised by Wolves? Man, bummed Raised by Wolves was cancelled. I love that show.
Consider me a true believer.
We've never seen a force like this. This could destroy the Imperium. We must act.
Is that the Butlerian Jihad, you think? I bet you that is. That's really cool. Why, when they destroyed all machines? I don't know. Hopefully that is.
We must act.
I see the corruption in your heart. Same way I see the blood trailing your every step.
I mean, so I guess that guy doesn't win then.
Take out your blade.
This is madness.
The reckoning is here.
I run a school for young women. We're not a threat to anyone.
It's like Professor X. Yeah, look, that legitimately looks like it's going to be good, right? So again, look, I hope it goes the goes the distance, baby. That didn't look good. Anyway, I'm on with Dan in 45 minutes, so I better go and pee. Then eat something. Then gird my loins. So join me in. Also, I like Mark Strong. Yeah, he's gonna. So join me in 45 minutes. I think we're talking about Megalopolis. I don't know. We will find out. Who knows what they're doing? I am back tomorrow night. I think we're going to be talking about Paul McGann. Right? I think we're going to do a Paul McGann show because I really want to do the review, his interview. What I said, I really hope they stick the program around it. Absolutely, right? But I really want to do the interview in Doctor Who magazine. But I got to listen to Stuff of Legend before I do a show on it, right? So maybe tomorrow, right? I'm struggling to get through the Susan's War box set. I am not buying the next one. Oh, leave me alone. We're going to do it anyway. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I hit the end broadcast button. I hit it again. Say good night. Good.